I remember I wanted for the quit so many times, but I knew this moment would come. Now it's my time. I gotta make up for all them nights that my mama cried. I'm going in, I'm putting everything on the line. Dropped out of school to chase my dream. I had something for the prove. I put my all into this shit, man. I can't fucking lose. They smile up in my face, but they don't know what I've been through. Whole lot of nights I went to sleep and I ain't had no food.
Yeah, welcome. We right back to another episode of TBD number 5 coming at you live. Yeah, we right back, and we got a heavy hitting topic on our list for today, man. But definitely want to give a big shout out to y'all if y'all tuned in. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Definitely loving it. Loving the feedback, the views, the people who hit me like, yo, when's the next one coming out? Yeah, all that. So, salute. But let's jump into it. So, first and foremost, a lot of people have asked about this. There's a lot of talk going on about it. A lot of people about to be real upset, including myself. I remember back when the talks were still going around, everybody was being really upset about it and just upset even about the consideration of ending it. And that is net neutrality. So, if you don't know what net neutrality is, let me go ahead and explain that to you now. Net neutrality makes it so that everyone has equal and free opportunity to use the internet. Point blank, that's what it is. Well, back a couple months ago, net neutrality was repealed by the FCC. I forget the guy's name. It's a crazy name. I might tag a fucked up picture of this guy because I hate this guy already. Yeah. So, that guy, Ajit Pajit, however the fuck you say his name, that guy has officially ruled net neutrality is over. So, what this means for every one of us. There are 4 or 5 major internet providers in the world. Verizon, Comcast, these big name people. Well, basically, they can make it so that people who use the internet and have gotten rich off of it, like Netflix and Amazon, companies like this, will be throttled in internet speed when we try to access their sites unless they have some type of partnership or business venture with that internet provider. So why is this so bad? Basically saying, I'll put it to you like this. In Florida, the major provider out there in certain locations only is Cox. You can only get Cox Communication, which is a company that belongs to Comcast. You can only get Cox in certain parts of Florida. So that means you are limited to one ISP, Internet Service Provider. Well, if that one internet service provider tells Amazon, hey, or let's use something like Netflix, since a lot of people use Netflix. If we Cox Communication says, Netflix, you have to pay us $1 million a month. And if you don't pay us $1 million a month, everyone who tries to use your service on our internet will be throttled. Meaning, now I'm no longer Cox, I'm now a person. If I am a customer to Cox and Netflix says, yeah, we're not paying you. Okay, so now instead of me getting the 100 megabit per second internet I pay for, or 500 megabit per second internet that I pay for, I'm now going to be throttled down to 5 megabits per second or 10 megabits per second. Something slow, something dramatically slow. So now when I want to load this movie, buffer. But man, what the fuck? Nobody want that. And that's unfortunately going to be a sad reality. And I believe CNN put out an article saying that the official end date is April 20th, 2018. Yeah, we're a little over a month away. Fuck. That means you guys might not be getting this content. I know I'm not trying to be paying extra for certain providers or certain websites and things, because in addition to the ISP or service or internet service provider telling these companies to pay, well, now they can instead charge the consumer more to access these sites. And if you don't pay the additional charge, then you get that throttled speed. So let's say I'm a consumer. I am a customer to, let's say, Verizon. I have Verizon internet in my home. And Verizon isn't in good terms with Amazon, and I do most of my shopping online through Amazon, especially with Prime with that 2-day shipping. Now I'm not going to be able to access Amazon at all if Verizon so chooses, because they have bad blood with them. Or I can access Amazon, but it's much slower. So instead of me doing a quick search for this item and I find it and I click on it and I go to order now, nope, I eventually load the website and I search for something. Insert SpongeBob clip
3
here.
weeks later, many months later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Tomorrow for sure. Eventually, the next day. Later, 20 minutes later. 6 hours later. 1 hour later. 2 hours later. 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Finally, the page loads. Now I can go ahead and search and see exactly what it is that I'm trying to find. Cool. No, I don't want that. That's not what any of us want. That's not in the best of our interests. That will directly affect small businesses who operate over the internet. And it's got a whole lot of negative repercussions. And there's going to be what are called fast lanes for those who do pay. So let's say, for example, Google, let's say, is going to cost $10 a month on top of your current internet bill, right? So if you have Comcast, especially, is known for having crazy, outrageous prices. If you do have Comcast and you're paying for, let's say, their internet, and it's $100 a month just for their internet alone, now you have to pay $110 to get high speed for Google. Google, don't forget, is also YouTube, all right? And a lot of businesses operate through Google now with Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google, all that. Instead of using Microsoft, it's cheaper for them to go through Google. Well, all of that is now encompassed into one. It's all one shell. So that's an extra $10 a month right there. Well, let's say you like to watch movies and you're a Netflix goer. Well, now that's another $10 a month. That's an extra $20 onto your bill. You're already paying $100 a month. Now you're paying $120 just to get the two things that you use the most? This shit's outrageous. So then you got Facebook, you got social media, it's a whole lot of things, and it's crazy, guys. Net neutrality is ending. It's no longer free, fair, and open to everyone to share evenly. The previous laws said the ISPs could not throttle or slow down or interfere with any legal website. All right, so if there were like illegal things, like, I don't know, websites for the black market, things like that, then yeah, they could throttle those speeds and they can make it difficult to access those websites. But if it's not illegal, they're not allowed to do so. Well, now that's ended and ending. So, damn. What can we do, right? We don't have the authority to they are attempting to overrule this now. It is going to Congress, and they're still attempting to repeal this decision. Chances of it happening are not likely. The head guy of the FCC, that guy whose name I can't say, he is the one who, like I said, made the decision earlier, and he is who everyone is attempting to go after. Yeah, he's had death threats. He's had a whole lot of crazy things come his way since this. And I'm not one to condone violence, but damn, can you blame the masses? Because sheesh, guy, you're fucking with a lot of money. And fucking with a lot of businesses, and you're fucking with just the whole internet infrastructure for us as a whole in America. So, fuck, what can we do? But yeah, check for that. It is going down. It is definitely trending. It's very big right now, but I still been getting a lot of questions about it. There's still more details and whatnot. That's it as a whole or as a gist overall. Hopefully that got to answer more questions to those who've been asking me about it specifically. Yeah, so basically you'll be in the hot lane if you pay for the certain website or service like Netflix, so you'll be able to get your regular speed for your internet, but you know, your neighbor who may not pay for Netflix isn't getting that same speed. So yeah, damn guys, fuck. That's gonna affect everybody who's using the internet today. YouTube, Netflix, Google, Amazon, or some huge companies right now that will be dramatically affected because they not necessarily got rich off of the internet, but were definitely profiting from using the internet. And yeah, it's not looking good, y'all. But for now, while y'all do have free internet, check out Victory Lap. Yo, let me be the plug right now. We're jumping ship way left field over to some music, guys. Nipsey Hussle's debut album, Victory Lap. Check that shit out. I've got to play y'all some from this album, man. I'm telling you, if you don't have Victory Lap and you listen to hip-hop, let me specify. If you don't have Victory Lap and you listen to hip-hop or you're a hip-hop head, man, this album here produced, man, top-notch, top tier. This is going to be one of the top 5 albums of 2018. I can guarantee it. Check this shit out, y'all. This intro is hard as fuck. This is the intro. Like, Nipsey did his thing on this album. Yeah. I'm the type that's go get it. Yeah. He knew this intro was hard as fuck. He knew this shit was crazy. And a lot of people were talking about, man, he should have made the intro like 8, 9, 10 minutes. That beat was crazy. That flow was crazy. That shit's hard as fuck. And I started to agree with that, but nah, he set the pace for the rest of the album. Nah, if he'd have did that, nah, I feel like it might have not dumbed down the rest of the album, but that intro would have been so hard that you may not have felt the same way about the whole overall project if he'd have made that intro that damn long. This shit right here, this album is hard, man. Victory Lap, go get that. Record 2. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yo, Nip killed that shit. He been doing hella promo runs. He been all out. He been doing hella shit. My favorite record from this album is definitely Dedication. Him and Kendrick Lamar came through, killed that shit. I think Ty Dolla $ign's on it too. Man, this record right here, he's dropping gems, y'all. Ooh. Granny house with vanilla wafers, nigga? Goddamn. Yo, Victory Lap. Shouts out to Nipsey Hussle. If I had an applause thing I could add in on the video, it's going right there. This album right here is probably going to be one of my top, it's probably going down in my top 10 favorite albums of all time. Like, he produced the fuck out of it. Diddy co-produced it. He's got plenty people on there. YG, K-Dot, Man, just check out the album, man. Definitely for real. Well worth it. His mixtapes before this were well worth them. And this right here is on a whole nother level. If you've never listened to Nipsey Hussle, definitely check out Victory Lap for real. It's much worth it. iTunes, Apple Music, Android. If you got it, download it on whatever the hell you use to download on the Android. I don't fucking know. But yeah, so Victory Lap, big shout outs. Also shout out to Curren. He just dropped that new piece, the summer collection. Yeah, if you haven't checked that out, y'all know Curren, my favorite artist of like the current age. He's multifaceted. He talks in, episode number 1. If you don't know that he's my favorite artist, go back and watch episode number 1. You'll see. But yeah, that's it that I got for the music. Victory Lap, man, I can't hype it up enough. This guy was dropping gems. He was dropping some major keys. Like, much shout out to him. He did his motherfucking thing. Yeah, that nigga right there was on some fire shit on that album. But from there, I definitely want to take a quick jump. Gonna take a quick sidestep, y'all, because I was talking about Apple and Apple Music and iTunes, and it reminded me of something that I want to talk about. I'm gonna freestyle this because I had no idea I was gonna talk about it. It's just off the dome because people have been asking about it, and I've been seeing a lot of talk about it online. iPhone lineups, Apple, and what they're doing this year, 2018. Check this out, y'all. A lot of people are talking about, oh yeah, they're discontinuing the iPhone 10. It's being canceled. It's not selling good. Yeah, let me cut that out right there. That's not the case. iPhone 10s are unfortunately selling because they're trash, but they are selling. Apple has confirmed facial recognition is the way of the future. They are going this route on all of their devices going forward. But I need to paint a picture for y'all, so rock with me real quick. The oldest iPhone you can buy brand new from Apple right now, I believe, is the iPhone 5 SE. Basically, that is an iPhone 6S in an iPhone 5 body. So, you get the iPhone 6S processor, I think that's the A9 chip. You get, I think it's something like 2 gig of RAM, or maybe it's 4 gig of RAM. I don't think it's that high. I think it's like 2 gig of RAM. All the specs from a 6S and 6S Plus, except it's in a little 5S body. That's cool for people who like the one hand, their phone. It's not really big. It's cool. It's affordable, so to speak. It's like $600 and something brand new. Yeah, affordable. But the only downside to that iPhone SE is it still uses the iPhone 5S screen. So the colors are really whitewashed. You don't have good depth. The camera's not as good as it. Well, no, the camera's from a 6S also. Really, it's just the screen and the display and the overall use of the phone. It's not a current generation iPhone. You can also buy an iPhone 6. You can also buy an iPhone 6 Plus, iPhone 6S, 6S Plus, 7, 7 Plus, 8, 8 Plus, 10. That's the current lineup. So, now the thing is, I believe those 6s and 6 Pluses are refurbished. So technically for brand new, you can get an iPhone 5 or iPhone SE, I think is what it's just called. iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, 8, 8 Plus, and iPhone 10 as brand new devices. Cool. It's a lot of phones. There's 2, 4, 5, that's 6 iPhones you can buy brand new from them right now. Well, in 2018, they intend to release the iPhone 10 Plus, which is going to be a 6.5-inch device, just like the current 8 Plus. It's going to have that edge-to-edge display with that fat-ass notch that gets in the way of everything. And, yeah, they are going to, because of this... Oh, and also an SE2. Yeah, more on this in just a second. Because of this, they're also going to have the iPhone 11 or X2, or I don't know what they're going to name the new one, but basically the current 10, the newer version. All right. Now, let's talk about what has already been confirmed. iOS 12 will be a revamped iOS 11. So a lot of people are now on 11. I'm currently on 11.3 beta 2. I think the current confirmed version out is 11.2.6. Apple has said instead of going with a whole lot of the new features that they've been talking about, they finally decided, you know what, let's take a step back to the basics and let's revamp and make sure that our iOS 12 is up to par, not as buggy and glitchy as iOS 11 has been. And boy, has iOS 11 been trashed. iOS 11.2.5 and 0.6 are much improved, much needed improvements. But overall, since iOS 11 first came out, man, there have been more bugs in iOS 11 since like iOS 4. What the fuck, Apple? Like, this shit is trash. But anyway, I digress. This is exactly why they're going to revamp iOS 12. So a lot of the features that they've been talking about, like Apple Pay and iMessages, which to some degree is there currently. I know you can Cash App in iMessage. But yeah, Apple said they're now just going to take their current iOS 11, add like 2 or 3 new features, but really the overall user experience is going to be top notch. They're taking it back to the basics, and they're going to make sure that iPhone users have a great experience with iOS 12. Cool. So, with that being said, they're going to put their latest and greatest software in their latest and greatest or revamped iPhone 10. It's probably going to be called the 11, so for the sake of this video, I'm just going to call it the iPhone 11. So they're going to have their iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Plus. I'm only saying Plus because that's just how they've been naming their devices so far. So you already have 2 confirmed edge-to-edge display phones right there, the iOS 11 and iOS 11 Plus. Cool. Well, they're also talking about the SE2, which will be that edge-to-edge display, but it's going to be an LCD, just like the iPhone 8s and 7s and all the iPhones before it. There'll be LCD displays, and they hope to make it more affordable that way for people who want to have the iPhone 10 experience or iPhone 11 experience without having that $1,000 for the base model. Because we all know that iPhone 11 Plus is going to be more than $1,000. Shit, Apple's getting crazy with these prices. But moving forward. So you're going to have those 3 devices that will look like iPhone 10s currently. Edge-to-edge displays, facial recognition, etc. But then you also currently have the iPhone 8 and iPhone 7s, and the current SEs that I'm talking about is already for sale currently in 2017, right? So what are they going to do with those? They're probably going to stop selling the first SE and probably make the 7 probably make the 7 the affordable device that they can purchase if you don't go for the SE2. My predictions is they're going to cancel out the 7s and cancel out the old SE. You'll only be able to buy the 8 Plus, 11 Plus, and the SE2. So that'll be 5 devices that you can buy at one time. And what did I say? Currently currently you can purchase 6, was it? I don't remember. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 6. So cool. Yeah. So they'll have 5 devices currently available that you can purchase and have that affordable, so to speak, version. The iPhone 8 and 8 Plus will be there for people who don't want to go, to that edge-to-edge display. Like me, I personally don't want a 10 or an 11 currently. I may change my mind once I see iOS 12. But yeah, I was one of those people who said, yeah, I don't like the 10. I especially don't like that facial recognition, especially since there's no Touch ID. Man, just being able to, I can have my phone in my pocket, press my home button, and I know it's unlocked. And I can just pull it out real quick, do something cool, put it back in my pocket. With the current generation 10, you have to pull it out just to see your face. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't want that. And there were hella problems with facial recognition, like the current problems when you step out into light. Let's say it's a bright sunny day and you were just in the house or something and you didn't have lights on or whatever. well, then the phone, or no, opposite, vice versa. I'm sorry. If you're outside in the sun and then you go into a darker area, the iPhone has a hard time recognizing your face and unlocking. Yeah, that's a problem right there. I already don't like that shit. So yeah, that's just one problem right there in it of itself. So iPhone 10, it is technically going away, but it is not technically going away because of bad sales or anything like that. It is being revamped. It's being reworked. It is still going to be here in some shape, form, or fashion. It'll just be rebranded, and we'll have a newer, hopefully much improved iOS on it. That's that in a nutshell. iPhone 10 or iPhone lineup for 2018. Again, iPhone 11 is what I'm speculating it'll be called. iPhone 11 Plus with the much larger 6.5-inch edge-to-edge phone. The iPhone SE 2 and the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. That's my predictions. If they still allow the 7 and 7 Plus to be purchased, I'll be very surprised. The 7 and 7 Plus use the A10 chip. The 8 uses the A11. And then I don't know if the 10 is the A12. I think it is an A12, but I could be wrong. Maybe the 10 uses a revamped A11. But yeah, there's too many updates, and Apple's just going to be rebranding themselves. So not rebranding themselves, but redoing their lineup, I should say. So yeah, that's that. So definitely check that out. The design of the SE2, I think for $650, I might consider it. I might consider it if it uses the display from a 7 or 8, or 8 Plus or 7 Plus, because they're not bad displays at all. See, it kind of gets to a point where it's like, damn, how clear do you really need a phone to be? You know what I'm saying? I remember back when like the Galaxy S4 and the iPhone 4 came out, and we thought that shit was crazy at the time. And really it was. And the 5 came out, wasn't much of an improvement. And the 5S came out, that was an improvement. And the 6 came out, and that changed the game. You know what I mean? And it's like now you've got the Galaxy S9, which is fucking beautiful. It is the most screen to phone body phone that you are able to purchase today. And that infinity display is crazy. Excuse me. That display is crazy, man. And it's just like, God damn, how clear do you need a phone to be? It's going in your pocket. Like, but I get it. Some people, they live on their phone. But with this net neutrality thing coming, man, that's changing the way that we'll be accessing the internet, Google, and all that on our phones also. So don't think it's just your internet in your home. You've got wireless internet from your phone provider also. Remember that. You know what I'm saying? Verizon is a phone carrier at the end of the day. And yeah, so really it kind of it's getting to the point where it's just going to be like, how great of a display do you need on your cell phone? Like, take, for instance, my LG G5, which is currently shattered. Y'all can see that shit. Yeah, it's fucked up. I've had this phone for years, and I tell you, man, this display probably is still better than my iPhone 7 display. It's debatable between my G5 and my 7 Plus for me, but that's because my G5 is OLED, and my 7s and 7 Plus are LCD. So maybe if I really lined it up with the 8 and 8 Plus or the 10 for sure, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, that phone is outdated. But really, the 7 and 7 Plus aren't old phones. They're not, outdated by any means. They're not as bad as the SE that you can currently buy, brand new from Apple. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going off on a rant and a tangent now, but yeah, for sure. That's definitely something to check out. The new iPhone 11 is what I keep calling it, so I'm just going to stick with that. An 11 Plus. And yeah, that's Apple's lineup in my eyes, and what I'm speculating to be. I'll insert some pictures of the 3 devices that are rumored and or leaked. But now, aside from Nipsey and Currency, I want to take a quick sidestep, y'all, because NBA Youngboy, man, little young guy, I think he's about 18 now, coming from out of Louisiana. I'm a fan of his music. I kind of, yeah, he's got a bunch of records that I rock with. He's got a bunch of records that I don't. I think his videos are a little crazy. He's got a gun in every video. He's got to let it be known that he's a killer, a shooter, you know what I'm saying, whatever, one of them. But he's definitely got some records out there that I could listen to, that I like. I can say that I like. But this guy's been all over media and news, and I'm just going to give y'all a quick breakdown and update on this guy. All right. Before I do that, I'm going to post this video in here.
She had a black eye for a whole week. Jania had a black eye and bruises all on her. But she ain't gonna say nothing. But me, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't have nothing to live for, so I'm finna tell everything. 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 I swear to God, I'm finna tell everything. I'm gonna tell everything. Watch. No, she didn't get beat up by me. I'm talking about when her shit got exposed. He whooped the fuck out of her. He beat the fuck out of Jania. The only reason why Jania is with him is because he can buy her anything, and she gonna stay there. Like, hold on, y'all think the only reason why he's with Jania is because since shit is funny to her, the only reason why he's with her is because she'll let him flip girls with him. He's calling me, like, fuck no. I'm finna expose everything. He's gonna want to kill me after this. And I don't have nothing to live for anyway, so I don't give a fuck. So, only reason why he likes Jania so much is because he can bring a girl on the tour bus and be like, Jania, let's fuck her. And she's like, okay, let's fuck her. He beats the fuck out of Jania. Jania don't act like nothing happened. If y'all go look at her lies, her left eye was fucked up for a whole week. She's shy and finessing. Exactly. Me, I ain't never asked him for a damn thing because I don't give a fuck. But this little boy's gonna want to hurt me after this. This ain't the first time he done did shit like this to me. It did me at a hotel before. This shit happens all the time. It don't happen all the time. But y'all think this nigga is like so holly and jolly because he makes good music. Like, he can be sweet, but don't get me wrong, this nigga does fucked up shit like this. Yeah, Jania had a black eye. I was in the venue watching 21 Savage perform. Boom, boom, boom. I was standing next to Jania. Jania, like, points upstairs, like, go upstairs, like, Youngboy from upstairs, like, he wants you. So I go upstairs. Youngboy drags me by my hair. He drags me by my hair in front of everybody. He drags me by my hair and, like, dragging me into this room. And I'm like, let go of my hair. Like, let go of my hair. Like, what the fuck are you doing? So then I go back to the, like, I'm embarrassed as fuck. Like, this nigga just dragged me by my hair in front of everybody. So I cry and I run to the bus. So I get on the bus and I'm just in there crying.
Alright, so this video was posted to IG Live. Well, this video was recorded on IG Live of NBA Youngboy's girlfriend's best friend, or one of her good friends, that has gone on tour with them, and yeah, is around her and Youngboy because of it. Well, he's got his whole case from beating on his girlfriend. And there's been plenty of videos circulating all over YouTube. You can look it up, NBA Youngboy, on World Star, of him hitting his girl, pushing the fuck out of his girl. Yeah, shit's not looking good, bro. It's kind of like, okay, so let me start off by saying I don't condone this in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So just because I like his music doesn't mean that I approve of any of this behavior. Just make that clear, you know what I'm saying? Set the pace. Cool. But he's currently in jail. His judge has said he's staying in jail. She has no intentions of letting him out, with bond or anything like that. Good behavior, none of that shit. He literally sitting until trial. And it's kind of just like, man, is nobody reaching out to this guy? Like, bro, you are wilding the fuck out here. You need to really chill the fuck out. I don't understand. Like, he ain't got no OG. He ain't got no mom. He ain't got nobody that's reaching out to this kid. Like, man, now I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm not saying he's definitely 100% wrong. Everybody is different. Every situation is different. Like last week I talked about Chris Brown and the whole Rihanna thing, you know what I'm saying? And we don't know all the full details. But it doesn't look good. It's really not. He doesn't really have a compelling argument. I'll say that to start. Jeez, man. Somebody get on the phone with this guy. With it. Yo, okay, so look. This is the problem that I think with the hip hop community. People put music out. The music blows up, and you'll hear these artists like, man, Fredo Santana was, for one, like, he's a great example where he was always talking about being addicted to lean, and it's like, man, if you're hearing this and you're in hip hop and you are old head or just somebody else who respects someone else in hip hop, are you not reaching out to these motherfuckers? Are you not saying, hey, bro, I heard your newest song. Like, are you good? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So many of the fans will be like, okay, the fans are ignorant. I'm sorry to say that, but the fans are fucking ignorant as shit. Because when Wayne was drinking all that lean and scissor and all that shit, and he was putting out mixtape after mixtape after mixtape after mixtape after mixtape, people were like, oh, well, I like the music he puts out when he's on lean, so fuck that shit, fuck his health, just let that nigga drink his lean and smoke his weed and make that music, nigga, so I can keep riding. See, that shit is fucked up right there. That's problem number one, I think, in my eyes, is the community is so fucking numb to the actual artists and what they're going through that they don't give a fuck about their life or what's really going on. They just care about listening to some good music. And that's fucked up. And I feel like the other people in hip-hop are doing the same shit or are just turning a blind eye to it and just saying, or they might hear it and listen to this person's music and hear the shit that they're talking about and then say, oh, well, I don't listen to them. You know what I'm saying? When they are interviewed or something, oh, I don't listen to that person. I don't listen to my music. Like, nigga, you know the fuck, get that shit the fuck out of here, nigga. You need to get the fuck out of here because that shit is corny as fuck in my eyes. And that shit is crazy. Like, how are you able to sit back and see some of the shit that Youngboy has got going on in his life and just sit back and not say nothing? I don't get it. I don't understand. If you're close to this nigga, are you like, I don't get it, y'all. I'm stumped. I'm baffled. I don't know what the fuck to say anymore. Cause really it's just like, yo, this shit is ridiculous, my nigga. Like, somebody needs to tell this guy, like, you're not just in the hood no more. You got eyes on you at all time, for one. I'm not saying because you got eyes on you, do shit behind closed doors. It's still wrong at the end of the day. But my nigga, somebody needs to reach out to this kid because he's on a downward path. And it's not like he gonna listen to me. I don't know the nigga. It's not like I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm not influential in hip hop or nothing like that to where he'll listen to something I gotta say. So yeah, I can shoot off a PM to him, but that's all I can do. There's other niggas out here who got this nigga number and just choosing to stay the fuck quiet. Like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, yo, this shit is crazy, y'all. The hip hop game is fucked up these days. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, man. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you say no more about that, y'all. That shit is wild, but yeah. So, anyway, I'm working on a montage video, guys. If you got pictures, little video clips, or ideas of something, I'm working on a new intro to my videos that's special to me, you know what I'm saying, and my shit. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. I'm working on it. I've got some pictures and all that. It's just I need some more content. If you got some 5 pictures of some shit, you know what I'm saying, you feel like you want to see it up on the channel, shoot that shit my way, man. I'm working. Bunch of changes coming to the channel. You gonna see me posting like vlogs, like when I got trips coming up. I'm about to be back in Florida. Shout out to Cuzzo, my nigga. Yeah, we about to be lit, nigga. We got what, 15 days, 14 days, 13 days, somewhere around there. I don't fucking know anymore. I got a trip to New York. I'm about to be taking. I just plan to be going around. Like, yeah. If there's some locations y'all saying like, yo, check this spot out, definitely shoot that shit my way, because I plan to be mobile 2018. I'm gonna be out, y'all. I'm not staying in Georgia. I'm not staying in Florida. I'm not staying in one place, one city, one location. It's not happening. I'm out. Yeah, but for real, nah, that's the end of the video too, because I'm out. That's all I got to say. Shoot that shit my way. Let me know what's happening. Let me know what y'all thought. Let me know some comments. Give me a like if you fucking like the shit. I ain't saying nothing else. I'm gone. Peace.
When nothing stayed down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, forever right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never changed on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. When I'm touchable, come running money up with me, nigga. When nothing stayed down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, forever right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never changed on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. When I'm touchable, come running money up with me, nigga.